What's up, Facebook? What's up, YouTube? It's Living Large coming at you live, broadcasting from Ottawa, Ontario, right here in Canada. It's the Home Invasion Show. What's going on? What's up? What's up? What's up? Now, check it. We're about to talk about Ghostbusters Afterlife. I don't know if y'all checked out the trailer, but it's been all over, and it's gotten a lot of people pissed off. Not the ones that actually matter, because everybody that does matter is digging this trailer. Everybody that loves this shit is vibing with it. You know, and everybody's saying that Sony is stepping in the right direction. So much so that as of 1 day ago, we got this news article right here. I'm going to read this shit right here. Comic book news, right? And it's actually a reaction from Paul Feig. You know what I mean? So Ghostbusters reboot director Paul Feig reacts to Ghostbusters Afterlife trailer. This is interesting to me because out of everybody, I really wanted to hear what he has to say. And honestly speaking, I kind of read through the article, try to get a little sneak peek, and it's not what you expect. Let's see what happens. All right. So yesterday saw the release of the first official trailer for Ghostbusters Afterlife from Sony Pictures, revealing the first look at the new film in the series, which does a hard pivot from the 2016 reboot. Ghostbusters Answer the Call. What? I guess that's what they're calling it now? I thought it was just Ghostbusters 2016. But now it's Ghostbusters Answer the Call. All right, whatever. So the trailer firmly cements the new movie as a sequel to the original movies, going as far as to have the character drop the line, "There hasn't been a ghost sighting in 30 years." Goddamn. Okay. So though it was obvious at the time the 2016 movie was set in its own universe, the upcoming Afterlife has made it clear that, for lack of a better term, the reboot isn't canon here. Despite these implications, Paul Feig, the director of the 2016 Ghostbusters, took to Twitter to heap praises on the new film and its director. Right? This is coming right off of the heels of him talking shit about people that was saying that the Charlie's Angels reboot was not needed and how whack it was and all this nonsense. And he kind of came out and talked about, you know, thank you for mansplaining, you know, your shit was born or whatever. And oddly enough, it didn't get enough retweets, I guess. It didn't get much love or hype or whatever, so he just went ahead and deleted it. You know what I mean? Take that out how you feel. Take it however you feel like. I don't know. To me, it just seems kind of fake and disingenuous, but that's just me. So here's what he says. "This looks so awesome. Huge congrats to Jason Reitman and his amazing cast and crew. I cannot wait to see this." You know what I mean? So again, I don't know if it's disingenuous. I don't know if he's a little bitter, you know. The thing about writing text and writing messages and having somebody read it is it could be open to interpretation. You know what I mean? One person can read it as jealousy and bitterness. Another person can actually read it as being genuine and praising and shit like this. You know what I mean? But hey, that's what it is. So Feig previously showed support for the upcoming film director Jason Reitman and was quoted saying something many interpreted as a ding on Feig's movie. The 2016 feature film starred Melissa McCartney, Kristen Wiig, Kate McKinnon, Leslie Jones, and Chris Hemsworth, with cameos from the original stars, where after the movie dropped, you know, Dan Aykroyd especially just started tearing into the movie, tearing into Paul Feig, and just started shitting on the movie, just saying how whack it was. You know what I mean? So check it. Despite grossing over $229 million at the worldwide box office, the film was considered a failure due to the massive production and marketing budget. So Ghostbusters Afterlife focuses on a family played by genre veterans Carrie Coon, McKenna Grace, and Finn Wolfhard. In the movie, the trio are forced to move to a family home in a small town where a connection to the original Ghostbusters team and the secret legacy hidden there by the children's grandfather, implied by the trailer to be Harold Ramis. The surviving original Ghostbusters, Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, and Ernie Hudson will return for the film, with Ann Potts and Sigourney Weaver will reprise their roles from the original films. Paul Rudd also appears in the new movie. For those that don't know, that's Ant-Man. Crazy shit. I'm surprised that Rick Moranis hasn't signed up, but then again, he's a country music star. Making country music and shit like this, you know what I mean? Now, I did see the trailer, right? Just before this, I actually watched the trailer. And I don't know, you know? It does have the Ghostbusters charm. It does feel like a Ghostbusters movie. But the only thing to me is, for lack of a better word, it just seems like it's not fun. Like the 80s movies seemed like it was fun. Fun to watch. Fun for the cast and crew to be on set and shit like this. It just seemed fun. This one, nah, I don't know. Not so much. I don't know if it's because they didn't use the Ghostbusters theme. Like in my mind, I started thinking, I'm like, you know what? If they actually used the Ghostbusters song while everything was happening, would that make it better? You know what I mean? So that's something I want to hear from y'all. Let me know in the comment section below if it actually sounds better if they had that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, to me, I don't know. It just didn't seem fun. You know, it seemed like it was kind of serious, more serious than the original 80s movies. You know, the original 80s movies, like, they had jokes, they had jabs. You know what I mean? They were talking shit to each other and stuff like this. And, you know, I didn't really see that with this. You know what I mean? And what's crazy, too, is I saw a comment. Somebody was saying, you know, we're tired of Finn Wolfhard playing Finn Wolfhard in every 80s movie. And you know what? I can't hate on that, man. You know what I mean? Ever since Stranger Things, he's just been the same dude. You know what I mean? They kind of gave it a rated R so he could actually go all out with it. But it's the same dude, man. It's the same dude. At this point, he's just playing himself. You know? He's just playing himself. And I don't know, man. I want to see, like, a second trailer. See where they go with this. But yeah, I mean, the movie's coming out in the summertime. And as if, I don't know if they actually implied that 2016's Ghostbusters was set in its own universe. I think now they're trying to backtrack. They're trying to backpedal. You know what I mean? Because before they kept saying this is the sequel. From what I remember off the top of my head, they kept saying that this is the sequel to the movie. And this is what it is. And they tried real hard to stay with the original sequel. You know what I mean? But now it seems like they're backtracking and saying, no, it was set in its own separate universe. And honestly speaking, if they said it was set in its own separate universe from the get-go, nobody would have got mad. Nobody would have flipped out. Nobody would have said anything about this movie. But, you know, now they're saying that shit. So to me, it just feels like they're backpedaling. This thing with Paul Feig, I don't know. You know what I mean? I think it's because it's Jason Reitman. You know what I mean? I don't think he wants to get at him about that. You know what I mean? Because, like, yo, Jason Reitman, he was actually in the second Ghostbusters movie. He was at the birthday party and shit like this. And when they interviewed him, originally when he was talking about why he's directing the movie, he said to himself, he said to everybody, he's like, you know what? I feel like I'm the original Ghostbusters fanboy because I was there from day one. I was there on set. I was there originally, which is true. You know, you can't really hate on him. You can't really fault him on that, you know? So, with that being said, I feel like for all the Ghostbuster people, all the Ghostbuster fans, I feel like y'all in good hands. But, I don't know. We'll see what happens. If it's lighthearted and fun with a Ghostbuster twist to it, I'm on board. But if it's anything else, you know, I just, I'm not gonna lie, man. I'll just wait for the release on DVD. I'll just catch it like that. You know what I mean? Some shit like this. I'm not gonna lie, man. My favorite Ghostbuster is Zedmo. You know what I mean? My favorite Ghostbuster, Ernie Hudson. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like he gets the shaft always. Always gets the shaft. When there's a Ghostbusters game, you can't really play as Winston. When there's Ghostbuster, like I'm thankful that the merchandise they got him included and shit like this, but like posters and shit like this, t-shirts, barely any. Right? I understand that he got in the movie halfway through, like he joined the Ghostbusters halfway through the movie. Cool, I get it. But the second movie was all up on it. Right? So to me it's like, alright, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Some shit like this. But hey, let me know what y'all think. Y'all excited about this movie? Y'all think it's a step in the right direction? You feel like Sony is doing a service to the fans? You know, and shit, before I go, it's crazy, like when you see Hollywood now, it seems like now they're actually listening to the fans. They backpedaling and backtracking on everything that they did previous. You know what I'm saying? They had an interview with Superman. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn, I gotta look up this dude's name. You know? But yeah, he was talking about fanboys and just fans in general, man. He's talking about the audience and shit like this. And so Henry Cavill, I know his name is Henry Cavill, but I say Cavill, you know what I mean? So Henry Cavill, they asked him about fans and toxic fandom and shit like this, and he put it 1,000. He held it there, and he's like, you know what, fans, if anybody should say anything about movies and criticize movies, it's the fans, because these movies are made for them, you know, so we need to listen to them and shit like this. So, to me, it's like, alright, I don't feel like Hollywood would have let this slide, would have let this go. This interview. You know what I mean? They wouldn't let him say that shit. You know, if it was like 2 years ago, they wouldn't let him say that shit. But here he is saying this shit. You know what I mean? And it seems like this whole trend where they're getting at fans and calling them toxic fandom and all of this and all of that, that's not happening no more. You know? It seems like now they're actually listening. It seems like now it's not about pushing an agenda. It's not about pushing a statement. It's not about, you know, it's all about pleasing the audience, pleasing the fans, and just giving them a dope movie. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. So, yeah, I just wanted to say that just to get that out there and kind of, sort of, shout out Hollywood for once. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, let me know. For real, though. Ghostbusters Afterlife. Let me know what y'all think in the section below. Comments. You know what I mean? I love to hear from y'all just as much as you like to hear from us. And do you feel like it was genuine with Paul Feig saying what he said? Let me know. I'd love to hear from y'all. But, yeah, that's it. We got some more tunes coming at you, though. We got Sally Cell. What am I supposed to do? Holding it down from Vallejo, that's San Francisco, California. Sick with it. Because that's how we do. It's Living Large, Home Invasion Show. Check it out, y'all. Hey. It's been a while, right, since we've done this. You know, I tried to supplement some shit. Throwing y'all some interviews here and there, you know, and I want to say much love go out to Direct for being on the show. Much love go out to Soulful Pole for being so patient with us. You know what I mean? Shit like this. And we got a couple other interviews coming through too. You know what I mean? We're going to throw it up on the page. And yeah, feels good to be back. Hopefully we stay back on track. And that's what's up. It's Living Large, Home Invasion Show. Take care of yourselves and each other like Jerry Springer say, man. Peace out, y'all.